Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Outer Wilds. This may be the last, um, or I should say the finale, because I feel that I'm near the end of Echoes of the Eye. I just have a few more puzzles to solve. And I guess unless I get really stumped on something, um, I think this is going to be uh, the last session. So I don't know how long it's going to run tonight. It could be short, it could go long. But again, unless I get really stumped on something, I plan to see it through to the end tonight. So, as you may know, I go for about 3 hours a night, and if I happen to go over that tonight, well, I'm gonna just stick through it because I know that I can. Uh, as far as time wise, stick to it. Um, as far as what's available left in the game, I don't know. But because of that, I guess I'm gonna just jump right in and try to remember everything that I was doing. So, as usual, we're waking up here by the campfire and just gonna check the notes, which most of the notes should be taken care of. So, I usually like this view, kind of has all the notes by area. And just as a refresher, the main game, I apparently have a little bit here and there to discover. Not too much. I never made it to the sun station, but I guess I didn't have to. And then as far as this goes, I've gotten all the information according to it. And I just have to do something about the sealed vault. So, just as a reminder, there are 3 glitches I've learned about, and I believe that I have to use the information from the glitches in order to unseal the vault completely. At the end of last session, I believe I had figured out how to unseal one of them and was stuck on another one. Um, I believe I also, before the session ended, um, didn't have. I was thinking I didn't have enough time to do a full cycle or anything like that, and then ended up running long and finding the information I missed about the ruptured core. And so, I guess that's okay. Um, but other than this, we'll see what I have left and maybe do some extra stuff depending on how much time there is afterwards. Then again, maybe I just want to end it on a good ending note, I guess. But we'll see where this takes us. It might take the entire 3 hours. I don't know. And yeah, I'm kind of repeating myself, but sorry. I just kind of, my mind is kind of going in circles as I think about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and land here. And we'll do the usual head into the first room. There are other entrances, but other than like perhaps finding one a little too late and only needing to use the other one once, I don't think that there's a point to the other entrances. I could be wrong, because I know that there are secrets in the game, some of which I'm most likely missing, because it would take a lot of wandering around, scouring the solar system to find. There are some things, of course, that, you know, I have a feeling that the information I'm looking for as far as the device that that these folk used to seal off the eye might just be like flavor text in a way. Like there's a bunch of information on it, but nothing I can do about it. I probably can't go visit it. Because, you know, if I'm sure there's a limit to how far I can go in my ship, and taking the know my ship to the eye, I can't actually do anything with the ship itself. It's just kind of a one-way trip type thing. So, I mean, maybe if I see that ending again, I could look out the windows of the ship and see this thing. But I don't know. From what I'm thinking, it seems like it's just, hey, here's what happened way back when, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. That's not what I wanted. Gonna doze off. Gonna wake up in here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to head to the what place is it? I'm gonna use the glitch that I've learned to drop into the third area or fourth area, whatever it may be. And then solve that puzzle and then work out what I need to do from there. Alright, so here. Down. I light up the candles just so I can see a little bit better. It's not necessary, really. It just helps with viewability, I guess. Alright, so here we go into cave. just fall down here. That's not the direction I want. I think it's this direction. Because that looks like it's the seal over there. Yeah, that's the light. Okay. So first we extinguish, and I can actually see the light go out there. And I cannot relight this, which I didn't notice the first time. So it really is a one-way deal. Now, there's probably some candles to light up around here so I can get a little bit better view of what's going on, where things are, that sort of thing. Alright, so if I remember, if I rotate that, it tries to open it, but the seals prevent it, and it doesn't get any more open for the fact that I have removed a seal. Now this side, there's an invisible bridge here that I can only see excuse me. You can only see it if you put the artifact down and you step out of here, like so. It really does look a bit odd. You're going from one view to the next, like that. And then here you've got different segments of a bridge. Up, down, down. It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like a V in shape. So, I mean, like one step down, one step down. Well, no. Because that one is definitely higher than this one. Otherwise, it'd be about there, perspective-wise. So if each of these is a step, I guess that one is on the same level as that. So this would need to come down one, that up one, that down one, and that one probably down two. But I'm not sure. Because, I mean, it's high enough that I can't jump it, and I don't have my spacesuit. So, I wouldn't be able to get up that high anyway. And then over here, we've got this, which I can cover up the light here, get a little closer, but as soon as I get into the light, the alarms start going off. So this one involves the glitch where when the alarms go off, after a few minutes or moments, you wake up and you're shunted out of this world. But if you don't have a body to go back to, then you just stay. Hold on. I don't know if I've ever looked at it. I probably have. I've probably looked at it without the lantern. I don't recall doing it. Alright. But they do have an area of sight, which is interesting. Like, I don't like it's a two-step thing. So you have to be with. It looks like you have to be within their line of sight and within light, and that's kind of self-explanatory. But I guess I didn't recognize that they had a cone of sight before. Probably because I've always been looking at them head on for the most part. Then up here, we've got an elevator, which is usually the way you come in. Does that do anything? It does. Okay. I don't know if I mean, I don't recall it, but I don't think I realized that you could interact with things. And that's the dam breaking, I think. You know, I say I don't recall interacting with things, but I think I did in one place where there were a bunch of portraits on the wall. I think I opened them all up while I was in this kind of view because I was scouting out one of the areas. Okay. So, that's also the notice that half my time is gone. All right. And then these don't actually, like, I don't actually need to put anything in them because it's not actual passwords that I need to get through these. And although I've had the entire week to think about it, I'm not certain that I've uh, discovered anything in my rambling thoughts. Although this is still over here this time. The boat. I must have accidentally triggered it before with the light. So let me just go back across here. Because I think this only goes two directions. It's not like I can use this to sail all over this lake. Nope. I don't like that it's rocking. Anyway. I think this was the only thing I could do over here. It's like that's too far. Like, you need to solve the... I don't think that there is a roundabout way to solving these puzzles. You need to solve them the way that they're intended to be solving, for the most part. So I guess there's nothing extra over here. Okay. And it is a shame that the linguist of the Harthians would need like 6 months in order to come up with a cipher for the current language. Otherwise, that might help out a bit. All right, So I need to figure out a way to expire and enter the dream in order to do this. All right, let me exit the dream here a second. Okay, so if I recall correctly, you can only enter the dream worlds in these rooms, because this is where the light is. This is where your lantern gets lit by the light. So this is empty. Can I interact with it at all? Doesn't seem like it. But here's the other thing too, is it looks like the straps that extend out have been undone. So it's so the prisoner, I assume, if like okay, so the assumptions I've been going off so far is that either someone is imprisoned in the in there, or they've done it on their own. But I think I was leaning more toward a prisoner, because they didn't like what was seen. I'm assuming that the one that we see in the slide reels, the one in the red robe, is the one that is in there. But there's this empty bed here that, like, okay, the straps are out, or the locking thing is out here. And if I go to well, I don't really have a good place to visit at the moment. Maybe over there. No, that's just the burned out building. So in some buildings there are those sleeping pallets, but they don't have the locking mechanism on them. So this one so those don't look like they're activated. This one looks like it's been activated, and then like maybe after the there goes the tower. Glad I got out of there when I did. Kind of distracted my thoughts. Oh, hello. I mean, I guess there's nothing to see, but I guess I could go through here if it wasn't flooded. But it seems like they had entered this alternate world, and after they were in, Like maybe this thing happened. I don't know the progression of the events, so like this may have happened uh, before they started making this alternate world. Or, maybe they made the alternate world because they missed their home world, that sort of thing. But in any case, it seems like the one in the red robes went to sleep and into the alternate reality. Maybe the others decided they didn't want them there and then came back and grabbed them from the bed. But it could also be that I am forgetting some things. Maybe they went in on their own volition. I don't know. Um, Unfortunately, that's what happens when you only play once a week. A lot of the specifics get a bit muddled. So, I don't know. Right now, I'm just speculating on what happened. Most likely, what happened is they all put him um, in the vault first, and then all of this happened. Because there is a fire in the vault as well, so they could just be in the dream world while also being in the vault. But that also means that they have to have an artifact with them, I suppose. And it has to still be lit. So I'm uncertain if it stays lit when moving away from the fire, or if you have to stay next to the fire for it to stay lit. Alright, let's head back. I need to think. Because the other thing, too, is in order to make use of the third glitch, it means that I would be stuck in the alternate world myself. So, if I need to step out for any reason, I need to get that taken care of first. Oop. I don't know why sometimes you can take a hit on the ship fairly easy. Then just in here, if I nudge against something, it seems like the ship takes a lot of damage. Or maybe, I just don't crash all that much, and that is actually how it works in the other parts as well. Alright. We're gonna get ourselves an artifact again. I really wish that this opened up. Like you could just land here, open this up, grab an artifact. Only because you always have to walk all the way in here. It'd just be a little easier, I wouldn't have to ground the raft. I just have to reach that from the raft itself. That sort of thing. Alright, so I don't want to go in there because that one gets flooded halfway through. The middle one should be fine, as usual. because the amount of time between the middle one going and the end of the cycle is minimal. Actually, you know what? Rather than going there every time, I could just go right here, right? Because this leads right up here. And I don't think I have any other need to go elsewhere, so, you know, this works just fine. Okay, put that down. Want this one again. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I assume, I mean, since I can roast a marshmallow, that this is actually fire. So, yeah. Okay, I think I found a way to go in, but it'd be, again, it'd just be a one-way trip. So let me... If I do this, of course it's not great. But then, okay, I do wake up here. But now I have to be careful more than usual. Because while the alarm won't wake me up, and I don't think I need to worry about it since I've gotten the information, but like if I get caught, I think it's game over. It's not just waking up anymore, because I can't wake up anymore. But also, you know, once the tower tips over, that's it. I mean, granted, there's the usual, you can die and then the cycle will start over. So that's not really a worry. This way. So theoretically, I can now get 2 of the 2 of these seals taken care of. Because I can extinguish that one since I'm over here. Then I can sail across here. And then, like, even though Yeah, you don't actually hear them anymore. Interesting. Okay, hold on. I want to check something first. Like, this isn't... No, it is still just facing this way. Um, it's just everything has a line of sight to it. Got it. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to sit around and listen because, I mean, normally when you're in here, you're hearing what's going on inside and a little bit muffled outside. But since I don't hear these at all, like, I probably won't hear when the dam breaks. Um, it'd be interesting to see if you hear the music at the end. You know, the usual uh, signal of, hey, your 22 minutes is up, it's about to reset. That music. I don't know if there's a specific name to it. These are also extinguished. Or no, they weren't. I just didn't light them. Okay. 2 seals done. It's just this one. Which, again, I need to set this down over here. And then come back this way and have a think. Okay. And then definitely hear this music still. And all the bridges are in the same place, so it's not like it's randomized every time or anything like that. I doubt that it'd be a certain time. Otherwise, I would have seen these move. You know, I was thinking like maybe when certain events happen, they shift. But then if it's kind of like the first ending and you have to get things done within a certain amount of time, then that wouldn't be the way to do it. And then can't enter. Oh, you can. I was thinking you can't interact with the lights to turn them on or off. But I suppose this is technically a candle, and this is a light, which I can't extinguish by exhaling upon it. Doesn't look like there's anything special about this. Over there, that's just the thing that will extinguish that. If I take a look from... Where is it? Here we are. Can I get a vantage view of it? A height view? I'm supposed to do. Okay. Just as a reminder, I have all the knowledge. I'm missing something for this puzzle. And it's probably an obvious thing. So, let me take a closer look. I don't think the way to solve it is with the lantern or the artifact. But, let me just have a quick look. Doing this one first because I don't believe this is the correct answer. Hold on. Never. If I do that, is this one that actually needs a code? After I've said over and over I don't need codes, is this one going to change somehow? Is that higher? Hold on. I can interact with this. How many times have I looked at this? Alright, so just in case I need to know this in advance, star, dark moon, light moon, I, star. And then I probably need the artifact in order to extinguish this. But let's try it like this anyway. No, I don't. Okay. Well, there we go. Third puzzle solved. Now let's get the lantern. And all of that is now off. So I should be able to do that. Oh, it's just darkness within. Alright, well, is this where the jump scare happens? Oh, it just goes in. Okay. Can't see anything. This might be the end of... Oh, we got the ceiling coming in. Oh, we're going down. Okay. We've got a room up ahead. We've got... Just trying to have a look in there. We've got that thing, which is kind of their telescope or whatnot. Oh, there's some candles down here. Can I light these? Light these, but not the one over there, if that is one. Also got a low thrumming in the background. Oh, hello. What are we looking at? I suppose that's pointed at their home planet or their moon. Insert artifact. Guess it's an elevator of some sort. Down we go. Wonder if we're gonna... Ah, I see. And there's another lantern there. Can't really see what's going on. So there's an instrument. There's a light thingy. It's a bed. There's a chair with a board game. Oh. Hello. That is the one with the red clothing. Oh. They also have a broken horn. Talk to the prisoner. Who are you? Nothing. Okay, picks up his staff. Oh. Alright. So we're getting a vision. And they're waking up. They're turning off the signal. Or the thing stopping the signal. Ah, okay. So that's why they do that. Then they turn it back on again. Interesting. So for a moment, the signal goes out. Checked. No. Guess I have to hold it. And telling our own story. Okay. So the brief moment that the signal went out is when the Nomai caught wind of it. Okay, so that was interesting. That we saw the comet and we saw the Nomais expire. I wonder if that would have been shown if I hadn't have done or hadn't have gotten that information. My story was longer than his. Now the question is, are they upset because they let the signal go? Now what? Oh, now we're moving over here. Oh, you want your staff back. There you go. No. Okay. Hopefully I'm not the new prisoner. Oh, okay, good. Set the elevator back down. And they're heading out. Suppose if he really wanted to trap me, he'd have taken my artifact. But he wanted his staff instead. Also, I think at this point, I'm probably not worried about a time limit. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I can't tell. Alright, I guess he left. Now here's the thing. I think he could have probably gone this way anytime that he wanted. He just couldn't have gone through this. Where did he go? Like, I mean, that's this thing there. Oh. So is this what we're doing? We hop on a boat, we sail off. Okay. Can't pick it up. Well, now what? I mean, I guess I do what was shown and just hop on the boat, sail across. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Or am I supposed to get on the other raft? Because, I mean, there's only one thing for me to do. Like, this is over here, making me think that this is the raft in question, even if the raft only had a forward marking on it. Maybe I go up to this one up here. Seems a little odd. But you know, maybe this is where he went. Because, yeah, definitely at this point. Oh. Did I run out of time? I think I ran out of time. Okay, so maybe I am actually timed. I was thinking I'd gotten to it and doing all of that. All right, let's try again, but faster. Now that I know what to do, fortunately, we'll have to, did I learn anything new? I did. Let's have a look here. Alright, large metal structure suspended by chains can be entered by swimming from below. There is a sealed vault illuminated by green fire inside the structure. That's the wrong thing. I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoners showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. The prisoner left one final vision for me by the water's edge as a farewell. Okay. So now what? I'm gonna go back and do this again because it felt like I ran out of time before I could get to wherever I needed to go. Because the farewell seemed like he and I both boarded a boat. So I have a feeling I just ran out of time before I could get to my destination. So we're going to try again, see if that fixes things up. Because this time I know what I'm doing. Might help if I turn my light off to open the door. This time I know what I'm doing, so I'll be able to do it faster. Alright. somewhat of a speed run at this point. Not really a speed run, but just doing things quickly to get back to where I was. Although, interestingly enough, this time around, like, normally what happens is the entire world tips. But it didn't do that at all this time. And that's gotta be because I was no longer getting the sensations from the real world. So whenever I go in there and the entire world rocks side to side and whatnot, that is in fact me experiencing it through my sleeping self. I just didn't know that it would include all of that, or exclude all of that as well. Alright, so... unfortunately, we're doing this again. And exits right here. Alright. Going through again. No wasting time. Shouldn't have anything to worry about because there are no patrols. So I can just go in here, do that. Do that. For some reason I was thinking I needed to extinguish something. Alright. Over this way, we'll get the raft. And like before, I don't know if this is the fastest way to do it. It is the most safest in my mind. But also, like, it's more difficult to get to the third area than it is to get to this one. Oh, did I do that too soon? I did that too soon. Too fast, too fast. Try again. Sorry about this. I'll get it right one of these times. Oh, there goes the probe. I keep looking at the little dot in the center of the screen, the crosshair, and thinking, wow, that's an odd looking star. But no, it is just the pointer. Another attempt. Here we go. Again, I apologize for having to try again, because I was in a little bit of a hurry. Alright. Got the artifact again. Off we go. Nope, nope, I need to push the boat. And then hop off the boat. Don't need that anymore. I don't know, there are a lot of things that seem to be doing stuff that seem like I should be investigating them, but they don't actually do anything. Or maybe they do. But like nothing important as far as the story is concerned. Right. Just roasting some marshmallows, that's all. They just happen to be in my pockets. Alright. Back here again. Get things lit up. Get on the boat. This time we'll wait for the lights to all be out before hopping off the raft. But on the other hand, I did get to see what happens when the flame is extinguished in this condition. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but still. Alright, down here. Get the raft coming up here. I think what it was this time is I was like right next to the edge. And so I ended up falling earlier than what I normally would. Because usually there's that half second of having to walk off the boat first. And since I was right next to the edge, didn't need to wait that extra little bit. All right. This time, there's no time wasted by solving the puzzles. Just solve them and go. And although I now know what I need to enter to unlock this. I want to make sure I get it right. Oops. Star, moon, that moon, star. Let's go ahead and grab our lantern. No, you know what? Just in case. I mean, I'm sure the bridge will still be here. But just in case. Let's just extinguish it like that. I don't want to have to do this all over again because I just did a step differently than I did the previous time. Okay, so in we go. Again, apologize for the darkness. We'll get some light here soon. There we go. Wait for the door to open. There we go. Here we are. We have a little bit of a discussion. Of course, that certainly seems like it's supposed to be a jump scare, because that's the way that they all reach out toward you. Let's ask, where are we this time? And of course, no answer. It is interesting that he keeps his lantern shielded. I think we have to sit through these this time again. So, sorry for having to watch them a second time. Not that that's a bad thing. But also, while I'm looking through this, is there more than one of them that only has one horn? I don't know. Okay. My turn. I do find it funny that the little outline of this one is made by like wood and tape. Well, probably not tape, probably rope or something, just holding everything together. Like it's all patchwork rather than specifically constructed. I don't know if I need to hold down the button still at this point, but considering the first couple of times I tried it, it stopped after I let go. I'm just going to hold it down until it's done. See, just the way that that was presented, to me it seems like if I hadn't have gotten the information about um, the comet, like the comet may not have been there. There may have just been like a flash of green, and then all the Nomai perish. Alright, so this time hopefully I will have enough time to go up top. Oh, there we go. Because all I get to see is him taking the elevator up. He leaves like there. Yeah, he leaves through there. Then I gotta figure out where he went. But I do think I just ran out of time. At least that's my hope, because otherwise I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Because it's not as obvious as it seemed. So we step out of here. And he must have been walking quick. Because I know I walk faster than he does, and it's already gone. So I'll look at this again just to have a look. Okay, so the boat that we get on is just a generic boat. There isn't really a thing on the front or back. That one is in the center. There it is. So you know, maybe I should have called this down first, just to see if it was still here afterwards. If I have to go through this again, well, no. If I have to go through it again, I'm just going to look it up, because at this point, I think I'm at the end. I'm just missing something obvious. Okay. I think I'm just missing something. Alright. That pauses it. Just so I don't have to go through this again. Let me just take a quick look here. I say quick look. I'm going to have to actually uh, see if I can find a guide. So, Outer Wilds. I guess walkthrough. Um, Echoes of the Eye. Maybe not walkthrough, maybe ending. Otherwise, I'm going to have to search through a lot. Maybe this will do it. Sorry, I'm just reading through quick. True ending says I look into that. Look into the staff that he left behind. Includes many of the steps needed to get. Okay, so I guess I just have to beat the game normally? Alright. And it looks like the normal end. I don't want to go too much further without, so I don't spoil myself. So, according to that, I have to go and do the game normally at this point. So, okay, we got that again. I think the reason this is confusing is because, like, I'm doing this and it is resetting everything. And there's no way I can leave that once I do that, because in order to solve one of the puzzles, you have to basically have no body to go back to. Now I need to remember how to beat the game. I think I need to go here. This is going to take longer than I thought, just for the fact that I don't remember how to beat the game normally. All right. There's no place for me to rest nearby either. Let me see here. Don't need that anymore. So I think my first step is I need to go to the project and get the thing. Then I need to fly to the Bramble with it. I don't remember. Okay. Um, so this is the solar thing. So that is the wrong direction. That's at the pole. So at the equator is where all this stuff should be appearing. But I should be careful because at some point it's going to be a giant pillar of sand. Oh, there goes the interloper. Okay, so the sand is falling right there. Actually, you know what? Let's just go back to the ship, top up the oxygen, and we'll get this figured out here. The reason why I parked the ship over here is because I don't want to get sucked up in the ash and the sandfall, whatever it is. That being said, I think like the first time I was doing this, or when I was going through and getting the ending of the game, I was probably sleeping for 8 minutes first because of this. Okay, here is the first tower. This one leads to the sun. It's not where we want to go. Next one down the list. And I hope I'm doing this in the right way. Like, at this point, I don't want to have to look up a guide to get it right. Alright, so this is for the twin. One of these leads to the other planet. I think it's this one. Because it's the broken one. have to wait over here because there's a big hole in the roof. I have to wait for the sand to pass. Alright, I've stopped sinking. There's a black hole there. And here comes the sand. You just hear the rumbling. Because if I stand there now, the sand would pick you up. And you wouldn't be able to use the teleport. But I think I missed it. I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a guide, I guess, just as a reminder on how to do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna be fumbling at it all over again. So, let me just get up to the ship real quick. Put the spacesuit on so I don't forget. And then let me have a look again. Suppose I can just look up what I just looked at. And somewhere in here it did say that. So beeline to Ash Twin, land your ship so it doesn't get sucked up by the storm. Need to find the buildings housing the warp stations, which I did. The Ash Twin is the broken tower. Working with the Ash Twin. Okay, I was in the right tower. Reveals the doorway. Yep. Once it's revealed, wait until the sand makes its way around. And then walk in while the sand is there. Okay. That's all it was. Is I just happened... Oops, let me get my stream information back up. Hold on. Actually, I was saying that I normally rest for a few minutes first, so let me go back down here. Wish I could just meditate for minutes rather than doze off. So we'll get a few minutes to pass here. And it's still probably going to be a bit early. But there's 3 minutes that I don't have to wait around for. Alright, it is coming this direction. So I don't have to go around the sun to get to it, which is good. All right. Now, hopefully, that's not the one I was trying to get to. No, I still needed to wait a bit. Good. So it's the next circuit. Take the slow way down. So it's good to know 3 minutes is a good amount of time, maybe 4 minutes, because I took the time to go up this ship and back down again. So 4 minutes is probably a good amount of time if I have to do this again. I shouldn't, but there is always those giant fish to worry about. Ship is still close by, good to know. All right. This time I will step into it while it's passing. I guess normally if you step into it too early, you get sucked up. So you can't just stand on it. You have to wait until the sand is overhead. And I just stepped into it too late. Grab a quick drink while I'm waiting. As I'm taking a drink, not leaving and grabbing a drink. All right. Then I run through all of this. Over to this side. That's the gravity control. This opens the thing up in the middle. So I need to do that. I need to do that. And I need to go over here and grab this. Now, I need to head back. My ship is this way. Now we get the music. Because I've got this thing in my hand. There is no going back. I'm gonna have to refer to the guide again, just to remind myself. Alright, get ready to go inside the bramble. And pause. Sorry for interrupting the music. Okay, do that. Got that. Head to Dark Bramble. Once. Oh, hopefully you've taken the time to find the third escape pod, which I have. Alright, so Dark Bramble. Go to distress signal. Right, I have to go to the third escape pod. And then use the scout. Right, okay. Oh, again, let me bring back my stream information. All right. So I need to go there. I'm just taking my time because I don't want to mess it up. I don't know if there are any anglers in this section, but I want to make sure because it sounds like there is. because that certainly sounds like breathing to me. All right, just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, now this, I believe, is empty because we've got all this broken stuff flowing around. Escape pods over here. Somewhere. Over this way. Oh, but I do see the lights and whatnot. This is what I actually need from here. I should. Let's, there we go. Now, I sail this way. And I'd love to get a boost going through, but I don't think that works this way. I think I do that, and I just have to let it ride through this, because this is the dangerous part right here. I just have to let it ride till I get close enough that I can start going towards the scout. Interesting that the controls pop up in the top left after a short bit. I mean, I know I'm still moving forward. Maybe they're there just to be a reminder of, hey, you haven't moved in a bit. Maybe you should. This is definitely not a safe place, because of course, those are anglerfish eggs. Oops. Oh, that was an anglerfish right behind me. Good thing they get stopped by the branches as well, because I just fumbled my buttons. And then here we are in a safe place again. Now, if I remember, there is a code that I need to enter. LXN. And I believe it's this way. Yeah. Again, don't need to be in too much of a hurry. You just need to make sure I do it right. This one. There we are. Here we are. Now, time should not matter. Because that right there is how far away I am. But since I'm here, is that the thing that has been blocking the signal? Because that's like the only star that's moving. I say the only star that's moving. It's the only star that I can see moving in my quick glance. I hope this isn't just the normal ending again, though. Alright, so as far as I know, we're just walking to the South Pole. I think that's the only thing we're trying to do here. Yeah. Before, I was just wandering around, not certain what I was supposed to be doing. This time, I'm just looking at the map and realizing, yes, I'm just walking to the South Pole. Or maybe the North Pole. And then from here, yeah. Just doing this. Now, last time I fired my scout into this. This time, I'm not going to. Okay, so now we're at the museum at the end of the universe. Has anything changed? Founded by Feldspar, Gauss, Slade, Hornfels, explore solar system at the end of the universe. Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. Radio tower on Timber Hearth was built to receive a transmission from our deep space satellite and house some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. So this is different. This species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe. But, horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye's signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against that decision, was able to briefly release the eye's signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. Here's another interesting thing of note, though. So the stranger has been there before the Nomai. The Nomai, of course, had their own problems to worry about, but they've been there for generations, and they never found the stranger. It was just a random happenstance that a Hearthian did, but still, it's a bit interesting. Nomai came to their solar system following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire system almost instantly and without warning. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else that's new. It doesn't seem like it. So, here we go. Here I am flying around. Not in space. Let's not land right on the tree. But also, let's not land too hard. Here we are. It's the only signal I have at the moment. I think I'm waiting for the lights to burn out. Each one apparently a solar system of its own. galaxy. And even the trees are gone. Or maybe this is a tree? No. Here we are. I have a signal. Guess what? It's me. Got trees again. And we've got a chair. And we've got a Hearthian. You hear music. That is the only one I hear, right? All right, got one. It's not quite time yet. So you need, everyone, take your time. Might not even exist here. Let's go to the ones that we know. This time I remember I can zoom. Easy as can be. Here we are. Cross Old Bark. In the ancient glade. It's always dark. They are. One more. Let's go back down to the ground. Okay. Yep. There's that. Grab that real quick. We'll go to this one next because I believe this is the Nomai. Yeah. Get a bit of a THX sounding background. I get the mask. So, this is normally all of them. But it seems I've got one more. Interesting. I was thinking there was like a way in. Oh, but I see. Just need to look away for a moment. Forward. I see. It's a ways down. Yeah, in here. Alright, so this is... one on the left is the one that we saw watching the videos, I think. Over here, we've got a Hearthian. Got several Hearthians, in fact. And over here we have the Nomai. And we've got a door. In order to get through the door, probably have to extinguish the lights. Oh. So we extinguish the light. They're no longer sitting in their chairs. In fact, nobody is sitting in their chairs. Do that one. They aren't there either. Alright. Oh, and it's me. Don't think I like this, but... Hi. We get their instrument as well. Time to head back to camp. Oh. Like way over here. Are they afraid to approach? Okay, so we still need to get them closer. Hi. When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right. Yet I am still of my kind, and you know not what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Join us. Let's see what happens. Your journey is over now. You did well. I'm not ready to decide. I mean, either of these choices. Like they seem worried that they will change things to come. But you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing. Um, and, you know, I'm sure I could say your journey is over now. You did well. They would be happy. Um, they would accept it, I think, because it also seems like they're a bit fearful of what is to happen next as well. So, this would be like, you've done well, your journey is over, you don't have to go any further if you don't want to. But saying that they can join us, I think would possibly give them what they've been looking for. Like, I think maybe a place to call home, maybe folk to call friends again, I guess. So yeah, here you go, join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, so am I. Come on. And there you are. With everyone next to the fire. Well, shall we get started then? Shall I begin? Yes. Well then, here you go. Start with the beat. I'll get the whistling in next. Can I start? Yes. Well, I kind of want to hear what this one is like next. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal, for how briefly I set it free. Yet here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Yes. And it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. It's an interesting instrument. And then one last one. It's time to find out. Beautiful. It's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. There we are. Yet again, the end of the game. See if anything is different for this ending. I'm sure it won't be too much, of course, but it might be something to. I mean, it will probably be something influenced by the extra person, perhaps. Of course, it could just be the same ending, but hopefully there's a little bit extra involved. Still, very fun game. Yeah, I was stuck a couple times. I had to take a few weeks to wrap my mind around the certain things. Had to, of course, find the actual puzzles that would reveal what more I had to do. That was a couple weeks there. And of course, just figuring things out. Taking a few tries here and there, or just taking my time exploring. What was it? Not the place that falls apart, Brittle Hollow. I spent quite a bit of time on that planet, but there's a lot there as well. And apparently there is still more there for me to find, in addition to what I've already done. However, this is definitely a game that you can kind of only play once, you know? Like, once you've solved the puzzles, once the story's been told, there's nothing new to get out of it, I don't think. And that is an unfortunate thing, because I think I think it's a really good game. And of course, I also think that stories can't just keep going on. Like, you've got all these games, you know, you've got like such and such game 1 and 2 and 3 and whatnot. Or in the example of like anime, you've got what is it called? One Piece. I know it's eventually going to come to an end, but it's been going on for over 1,000 episodes. I think that is much longer than it needs to go. I always like shorter anime, not necessarily 13 episodes, but that's what we have nowadays. But like things like Dragon Ball and One Piece, I think rather than just keep trying to come up with ideas to expand the story. You just need to tell the story and have it over with. You know, and there's nothing wrong with a long story as long as there's an end to it. You know, the Wheel of Time series, it's 14 books long, and some of those books are really long. But it did eventually come to an end. Um, and I don't know, I enjoy series that have a definitive end to them, I guess. So you're not wondering, well, is this going to continue? Have they left it open so that they can make a sequel? That sort of stuff. This, seems like the story is told, and that's that. You play it, you remember it, and you move on. But definitely a game I enjoyed. I would love to find another game like it. I'm sure a couple of games that have been recommended to me while I've been playing this um, are similar in scope. So if I ever catch them on sale, I will definitely pick them up and take a look. But I don't know. This looks like it is the same ending. Yeah. Oh, then again, maybe not. There's a big guy in the trees, just keeping a light source. But there we are. I also noticed this ending didn't have the little scout flying through, so, you know, I think that was a little bit of a change when I launched it through that time. So, there we have it. The end of Outer Wilds. Next week, or I should say tomorrow, in fact, uh, something went uh, a bit off with how I was timing things for Final Fantasy XIV. So my subscription expired before I could get to the end, and I didn't feel like reapplying the subscription for just the little bit I had left, especially when it doesn't seem like anyone's interested in watching. And, as much as I enjoy the game, yeah, I'm also doing this to provide entertainment to others. So, if I if I find that nobody is wanting to watch something, I will probably uh, end a series early. I've done it several times already. Um, some of the newer games that come out, just everyone already has their favorite person to watch, or they don't want to spoil themselves for the new game that they want to play. So I'm gonna try to stay away from newer games for the most part. The exception being um, Pokemon, because I'm playing through the Pokemon games at the moment. Um, but I won't be streaming Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. Instead, I will be streaming something new. And of course, because I'm not streaming Final Fantasy, uh, Tuesdays are also going to be opening up. So, and then of course, I've just finished this, so Wednesdays are opening up as well. So I've got 3 spots to fill in with new new games to play. So we'll see what that's going to be. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a variety. I don't want it all to be the same thing. So, um, I'd like to get a industry game going of some sort. I don't know what it is yet. Probably Satisfactory, because it's been like I'm looking at all these games that I want to play for the stream, and it's like last played 2018, last played 2017. So um, it's just a running thing with me as I play a game for a little bit when it first comes out, and then something else happens. Whether I finish the game or not, I don't know. Depends on the game. Uh, at least when I first played it for a stream, of course, it's going to depend on how enjoyable it is, how long it is, how many people decide to watch, and or let me know if it's something that they like, because that is something as well. Is if you let me know that it's something you like, I will continue to play it. Um, it's part of the reason why um, Pokemon has gone on for so long. Technically, even though it's been multiple games, Pokemon is the longest running game on my channel because I started it week one with with Pokemon Sword, and I'm still going to this day with Pokemon Scarlet. So, you know, um, other than that, I don't know what I'm going to be playing next. It's going to be uh, I will post my schedule tomorrow. Of course, is a little. It's a little too late to post a schedule for tomorrow, but I'll see what I can do. Again, it's I've got several games that I'm looking at to play, so um, I'll change the schedule once I know what I'm playing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be in the title of the next stream. But with that, I guess uh, that's the end of this game. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.